Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another weekend product review. So we're coming in on the beginning of spring 2025. Here in Long Island, New York, in late April, it's still kind of chilly. But looking ahead to my 10-day forecast, it doesn't appear that it's going to be below freezing even at night. So I think it might be safe for me to finally turn on my sprinklers and water pipes for the summer. I have sprinkler systems, 4 zones on my property. And I have this old Orbit type sprinkler controller in my basement. I mean, it works okay, but it's ancient. You can manually turn it on and set the times, but you have to run downstairs to adjust it. If it rains the next day, you gotta run downstairs and turn off the scheduling. It's the same controller that I've had down there for 25 years since I've lived here. I've never changed it. I've always been kind of jealous of my neighbors who can turn their sprinklers on and off with their cell phone. You can be sitting on your couch watching TV and see that it's gonna rain. You can turn off your sprinklers by just pressing a button on your phone. Whereas I have to run downstairs and turn it off manually. So I got this new zone controller from my friends over at ImoLaza. This is a smart sprinkler controller. You hook this up to your cell phone via an app. And using this, you have access to 375,000 weather stations on the internet. And so it could tell you automatically when it's gonna rain and when it doesn't. And it automatically will not turn on if it's gonna rain. Why waste water? This can control up to 12 zones. I only have 4. How do we install it? You may think it's very difficult, and honestly, I've never done it myself. But I'm gonna go downstairs and we're gonna show you exactly how to install this. But let's open up the box first. As you can see from the box, this is the ImoLaza ET Master. Real-time evapotranspiration master. 375,000 weather stations, 24/7, 365-day ET synchronization, ultra-stable network connection, OTA technology for continuous updates. Available on Android and the App Store. It's Wi-Fi capable at 2.4 gigahertz. Smart weather skips, smart saturation skips, automatic seasonal adjustment, water delay, winterization mode. This is very useful because it opens up the valves as you pump air through your pipes to winterize it. Smart cycle and soak. Here's your user manual, labeling decals, quick guide, wiring diagram, mounting template. So it shows you where to drill the holes exactly. And there it is. Here's the smart controller. Toughest part is getting it out of the box. There's where you connect the power. This is the area where you would put your template so you know where to drill this panel. Here's your power supply. Mounting hardware, and a small Phillips screwdriver. So let's go downstairs to the basement, remove my old Orbit controller, and install the new ImoLaza smart controller. So here's my ancient Orbit sprinkler controller here in the basement. When you open it up, you have a description of what controller controls what part of the yard. As you can see closely, the screen, the controllers, and the levels and time of how much you set each zone to. You can also manual override it. You have to program it through the calendar, and it's either off or on, summer, winter, etc. It has 2 batteries in here for a backup, but it's also plugged in. So we're going to unplug it. And as you can see, it's still on because of the battery backup. So this gives a signal to the motors that are run outside into the yard. It only consists of this and the power wire. That's it. We've already unplugged the power. Now we have to attach the valve wires to the new controller. Let's unscrew this and see if this panel comes out. As you can see, this is the back of it, and there are wires connected to the back of this controller. There's 4 colored wires, blue, red, green, and yellow, along with a white wire. And then the other 2, black and white, goes to power. So because the new smart controller already has an input for the power, we don't have to worry about that. So we only have to worry about those 5 wires. As you can see, we can take off this cover from the back. And now you can see where those 5 wires go. 1, 2, 3, and 4 zones. So the yellow is in 1, green is in 2, red is in 3, and blue is in zone 4. And now you have the white wire that goes into COM1. So look at the power here. It says it goes into 24 VAC. This is a 24 volt system? I hope that's not a problem. Here's the ImoLaza one. As you can see on the bottom, output, AC, 24 volts, nice. Opening up the cover, and here we have it. So it also has a 24 VAC input, positive and negative, but we already have the stock plug that goes right in here. So I don't think I have to worry about that. Looking over here, we have CM1, that COM1, COM2, 3, and 4, but it appears to have 3 holes for that, where I only have 1 white wire. Should I just shove the 1 white wire in here? And then over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 4 zones. So the yellow, red, green, and blue goes in there. Guess I'm not going to know unless I try. So looking at the instructions, it appears that the C is the common one. I would say the white one is the common one. The other M is a master one. If you can see, if you take the common one, you can open it up, that. And then when you put the wire in, you turn it clockwise to tighten it. And that's how it is. Push it and it's out. I'm going to connect this white common wire and tighten it. Yellow in zone 1, green in zone 2, red is next for zone 3, finally blue zone 4. Now we have to download the app so we can control it with our phone. Okay, it was really easy for me to install. I had the existing screw that was in the wall, put it on, and I drove 1 screw in there to hold it. It's very secure. This wire I had leading over here, and tied it off with a zip tie. Plug the power in. Now there's a little bit of buzzing, and now I think it needs to pair to Wi-Fi via Bluetooth, WLAN, after I've downloaded the ImoLaza app, and I'm going to now pair it. So as you saw, I successfully mated this and paired it to my Wi-Fi. As you can see, it's all blue. So it's ready for testing now. I'm going to go turn on my water pipes and we'll test each zone. I can put this cover back on. Okay, I just turned on my water for the first time this year. Let's see. There we go. So we know the water's on. And here are my valves for each zone. One, two, three, four. Well, one of my tractors is on the valve. It's in there. So there you go. This is the 12 zone ImoLaza smart sprinkler controller. You saw, easy to install, works flawlessly. You can schedule whatever zones you want. You can do advanced scheduling. They take into account the weather in the future due to the radio stations that you're programming in there. And it won't go on if it's planning on raining. And your sprinklers won't go on to conserve water when they expect rain. You can do quick runs. You're just sitting on the couch and it's extra hot and you think, hey, maybe my lawn needs about 10 more minutes. You can just go ahead and press the button and your sprinklers go on whenever you want it to. Really, really cool. No more running downstairs and turning on my sprinklers manually. I've got it all covered with the ImoLaza 12 zone smart sprinkler controller. If you guys want to check this out, I'll leave a link in the description. Thanks a lot for joining me on this weekend product review. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.